Hello there, fellow NPCs. I am Scythe, and today we're going back to Chasing Sunsets. Did I hear a pop somewhere? Not sure. Sounded like something popped. Whatever. In the last episode, what happened? Yeah, we were going through a lot of memories, and the only thing we did not talk about was Mallerie and her realization that she is not just our mom's sister, but possibly, no, definitely her clone. That sucks ass. And how is she reconciling with that fact, considering that she is trying to bone me? That and much more will be discussed in the next few episodes, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Polygene Annex, the next morning. Arriving 5 minutes ahead of schedule, you find Lisa hard at work already. How the hell do you always beat me here? First rule of business, always be 15 minutes early. Well, that is true, but it does not mean that you start working 15 minutes early. Only that you're at place. But you didn't know when I would get here. Did you? Licia stares back at you with an enigmatic smile. Highly effective people know where they need to be and make it so. Yeah, well, highly irritable I can't pronounce that word. People have a low tolerance for bullshit. Where's Jay? She's on assignment for George, but you already knew that. Sit. Please, God, not budget forecasting again. Bored already, boss? Wait until we talk about the employee benefits vendor selection. I have a headache in my eye. Want to hear secrets? Sure. Delegate. Surround yourself with people who can deliver and leave the boring stuff to them. Best lesson ever. Budget forecasting will thrive in your capable hands. Oh, hell no. You can't hand off responsibility until you understand it completely. But you and Jay have exceeded expectations lately, so we can switch things up a bit. What do you mean? Your time abroad. You learned a lot of things that apply directly to this job. Of course it does. Well, isn't that absolutely perfect? When things just go hand in hand. They literally have nothing in common. They have everything in common. Listen closely. You're traveling in countries where you didn't know the law, or even the social code. You figured out how to thrive in spite of your soft upbringing, how to adapt. I guess. Negotiation in business is no different than convincing a dirty cop not to throw you in jail. The stakes and languages are different, but the same skill set and instincts determine the outcome. As Lisa talks, you notice she's dressed a little more provocatively than usual. She's always sexy in a mean teacher sort of way, but she's on a whole other level today. Dude, eyes front, bro. Kurt, are you still with me? Right, instincts. Lisa's eyes narrow as she realizes the source of your distraction. See something you like? Rather than the expected outrage, her voice exudes a subtle suggestiveness. She knows what's going on with me and Jay. Is she testing us? No, I mean, it's just you look nice today is all. I was thinking about something else. I mean, I think it could be safe. I hope I don't screw things up. Of course I do. I wanted to look good for you. What? Why? What? And the sexy music obviously tells us that something sexy is going on. Oh, anything I should know about you as your right hand? Just housekeeping, really. I need to check with Ray to see how my replacement selling in large. Now that sounds like a problem you can delegate. It does. Yeah, we're getting here regardless. Okay. Oh. Hey! Lisa moves sinuously to your side of your mother's desk and straddles you. I wasn't sure you'd notice. This is a joke, right? Oh god, no. These past few weeks. Getting to know you better. How you jumped without hesitation into the ocean when Jay fell overboard. Her voice takes on a husky tone as her face inches closer and closer to yours. Makes me think you might be just the sort of guy who finally tames me. Oh no. Ooh. Lisa grinds lightly against you and it doesn't feel like she's wearing panties. How the hell do you feel that through her clothes and through your clothes? Jeez. A lot of great storytelling here, but the guy writing this, he got a dirty mind. He thinks you do not have superhuman senses just because you're horny. Damn. This is very unexpected. Leaning forward, Lisa nibbles playfully on your ear. Well, this is sexual harassment, if anything. Wanna see if that lock on storage A is still broken? You suddenly realize your cock is seconds away from inflating like a balloon animal into Lisa's crotch. Lisa? A split second before your renegade penis rats you out, Lisa giggles and hops off. So, why didn't you seize that opportunity? If I'm being honest, Lisa just smiles as if she knows what you're going to say next. It just seemed too good to be true that a woman like you'd be into me. Lisa's eyes widen briefly in surprise before the poker face is back. Yeah, I would just simply be too much in shock. Like, what the fuck is going on? I would not be able to think anything past that. Like, that didn't feel like it was entirely an act. And she reacted to praise. In other words, you trusted your instincts. Yes. Sitting back down, Lisa looks at you intently. You're almost fated to be your own worst enemy. You're very young, very handsome, and about to become extremely wealthy. A volatile combination. Okay, she was testing us, but not in Jay's thing. Not if we're staying loyal to Jay or not. Wait, did you just say I'm handsome? Focus, Kurt. Nearly everyone around you will have an agenda. Never lose sight of that. This sounds personal to her. She wants to make sure I don't repeat the mistake she made. In your position, you must always be 2 steps ahead. Be frugal with your trust. Otherwise, some con artist will weasel into your dojo and burn it down around you. Dojo? Does nearly everyone include you? You should treat me like it does. Until it's no longer a question. And if I already know how to separate simple fun from responsibility and duty, let's try putting her on the defensive for once. Then I might think I've found a potential playmate. Now, where were we? Storage A, I think. Lisa looks at you appraisingly for a moment before smirking at you. Nice try. As gratifying as demonstrating some of my more specialized skills for you sounds. I didn't get to where I am by being the meat in a spit roast between my bosses. And I thought you were all work and no play. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that Jay is why you pulled that post-graduation stunt. If Tanaka or Chapman were in my competition, I would even relish the challenge. But that girl has been planning to play ball with you since before she even had grass on her field. Thank you for that therapy-inducing insight. I'd have to be a special kind of stupid to put myself in her way. Okay, she's got some sense inside of her. I was honestly thinking she might be very bossy. Let's put it like that. Kinda like... Oh my, I even forgot her name. The librarian in Being a Dick. The one that I went on path with for without even knowing it. Good talk. We done? Wait a minute. You were testing me. Is it wrong that I'm a little sad you passed? I don't know if I could have turned you down. Oh, you're going to pay for that. Oh, absolutely. Not today. Right. Right now, I need to go to the labs to figure out why Mallerie and Sophie aren't returning my texts. I can't remember the last time I got played like that. I'm legitimately impressed. Tapu Beach, Toonaloo. Yeah, here they are. Mallerie gazes across the ocean, lost in thought. I bet the good doctor has told everyone by now. They all know what you are. Hey, need a beer? Oh, hi. No, I'm fine. Just thinking. We still don't get to see her face? Oh, so it's not Amanda. Hey, Nikin. I've seen you here every day this week. That's a lot of thinking. I guess it is. Which means you could probably use a beer. You know what? Why not? I'm Annie, by the way. Mallerie. Mallerie turns to accept the beer with a smile on her face. Mallerie turns to accept the beer with a smile on her face, and her face goes pale. Something wrong? Your eyes. Oh, yeah, once again, it's really difficult to see when they are out in natural light, but yeah, green and blue. What about them? Annie thrusts the open beer toward Mallerie like it's a baton in a relay. You gonna drink or what? Mallerie accepts the bottle numbly while staring transfixed at Annie. Don't even think about it. You could never be like her. Do you want me to leave you alone? Didn't want to make it awkward. Although it's kinda weird to accept the drink, but not the company. Mallerie looks down at her beer in embarrassment. Kinda weird doesn't even scratch the surface. You're lucky I even came back. Oh, fuck off. I'm sorry. They just got me by surprise. What, my eyes? I guess they're not the first reaction I've had like that. I like him. Pretty unique, if you ask me. Standing out doesn't seem to be a problem for you, Annie. Well, having different colored eyes certainly helps. Cheers. Annie clings her bottle against Mallerie's and both women drink. Don't listen to her. I'm all you have left now that you kill your What? I'm all you have left now that you killed your disabled friend. What are you talking about? It's so beautiful here, and so blah at home. I don't want to leave. I suppose if you had to be miserable, there are worse places to do it. Miserable? Gotta be a boy then. It's a lot of things. Damn. Well, divide and conquer then. What do you mean? Deal with what you can and bit by bit and fuck the rest. Usually works for me. If only it were that easy. Hey, can't fix everything. I know that from first-hand experience. What could you throw in the fuck it bucket right now if you wanted to? Mallerie looks into Annie's eager face and feels something click inside her. You're right, Dad. You're all I have left. For my self-loathing. Reaching towards her face, she hesitantly removes her contact lenses.
Wait! What do you think you're doing?
I can say fuck it to this.
Shit, you're just like me! Why were you even hiding that? Stop! You need those! You need me!
Furiously, Mallerie tosses the tinted lenses into the water. Fuck off, Daddy. Maybe I just needed the right person to come along and guide me to the same question. I brought beer too. Don't forget that part. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Mallerie takes a long pull off her beer before removing Bandit's necklace from her pocket. Oh. It feels different this time. Devon's gone. He's really gone. That you did, Annie. Did we somehow fix that with having her trust us? We're kind of afraid to figure out if she doesn't trust us, if she's still being haunted by her dad, by Devon. Deal with what I can. Fuck the rest. You're not going to throw that in the ocean too, are you? That's Mom, Peanut, Kurt and Dad. Just one goodbye left. As I said, she was going to deal with this in a bad way. Of course, it makes perfect sense. You figure out that you were the clone of the guy, of the woman your parental guardian was obsessed about. So he made his personal little fuck toy. And he abused her instead. Until an assassin came and shot him in the head. But we don't know that. We only know that he killed himself. I'm guessing that locket's gonna be harder to replace than those contacts. Doesn't matter. I just want to stop hurting. Do you think getting rid of it will stop the pain? I don't know. I guess not. Well, then leave it in the deal with it pile until you're sure. Tomorrow's a whole new day. Anyway, it's checkout time. It was nice meeting you, Mallerie. Annie stands with a friendly smile and makes to leave. Hey, Annie? Yeah? Thanks. Anytime. I was really hoping that she would take out the lenses there, but that's nice. That's nice to see. Polygene Hot Labs. What's a hot lab? Tunaloo Harbor. Good afternoon, Sophie. George sent me. He's impatient for an update on Miss Cohen. Who's Miss? Oh, that must be Amanda. So you are avoiding him. That can't be good news. And Mallerie's ghosting me too. What's going on, Sophie? Sophie stands hurriedly, as if late for a meeting. I don't have time for this right now. Come back this afternoon and we'll talk. Whatever's going on, it'll be easier if we're dealing with it as a team. Sophie hesitates and looks at you appraisingly. Very well. Amanda should be conscious by now, but she is not. Huh. She went into a coma. Her body responded to the treatment like the virus that it is, and she spiked a high fever. Do you think that's why she hasn't woken up? I simply do not know. I believe we mitigated her fever in time, but each case is unique. If there is no improvement when I have returned, we must transfer her to a proper hospital. We knew this was always a risk. How has Mallerie handled it? She's dealing with a lot right now. This isn't what she needed on top of what? Then the no-nonsense woman glances toward the door with obvious impatience. That is a conversation for the two of you. Now, if you excuse me, can I sit with Amanda? Yes, of course. I don't need to tell you not to touch anything. If you're hoping to catch Miss Chapman, waiting here is your best bet anyway. As you enter Amanda's alcove, she seems to be sound asleep. So, you're Amanda, the friend who kept Mallerie together. I hope someday you'll see how hard she tried to return the favor.
Fuck you! Ha! Ha! This is not what you want to see. This is not what you want to experience at 10:30 in the night. Motherfucker! There is no Amanda, only Zool. Fuck! Are you the keymaster?
And you're fucking with me, aren't you? Amanda makes a valiant effort to maintain a deadpan expression.
Oh my god, you should have seen your face. My sides, blow the fuck out. I need new sides.
Wait, I want to see that sprite. Good looking sprite. Wait some time in an indignant silence for her to regain control of herself. So, you must be the boy Mallerie has been talking about, Kurt? Mm-hmm. And you must be lying in wait to make your first visitor shit himself. For 23,740 seconds, and I smell no evidence of autodification. That sounds disgusting and oddly specific. You know, a lot of people have been worried about you. I know. Mallerie was actually here when I woke up, but I needed time to think. Is that something the Rett syndrome thing can do? They did say, what did it say? It was some kind of autism? I don't remember. But autism does make you... Well, I'm not gonna speak as if I know what I'm actually talking about, but... difficult, having a hard time reading social cues? Are you trying to tell me that you were in a coma for a week or whatever the fuck it was, as a part of Rett syndrome? So the treatment worked. You seem fine-ish. I am a long way from fine-ish. You can say that again. My heart still feels like it's at a rave. I have been processing how I have changed. You're still the same person you were when you got here. That is demonstrably untrue. When I arrived, my mind worked very differently. I experienced the world through the filter of Scythism and Rett. Now they are gone. That's good, right? It is not quite that simple. Imagine you had an eidetic mind, but every memory was viewed through a pair of missing glasses that could never be replaced. So your memory is gone? No, but it has a context I often cannot connect to. Distorted or unintelligible. I just noticed you don't use contractions. Perhaps my treatment exchanged Scythism for OCD. Thanks for that, by the way. I will outlaw contractions as a form of hate speech when I inevitably rule the world. What? Okay, you're fucking with me again. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that she's too much for me to handle. Sadly, I'm not fucking with anyone today. I believe I have a UTI. Oh wow, not my wheelhouse. Let me call Sophie or Jay. Ah, now I understand. I have a catheter inserted since I was unconscious for 2 weeks. Not a fan. Will you remove it for me, Kurt? You stop Amanda as she begins untying the waistband of her scrubs. Hold up! Let me call Dr. Allard. She can help you. Please. I look forward to hearing you explain why you refuse to remove my pants. Very funny. I'm really the last person you should be talking to right now. It was by design. I spoke to you first for a reason. I don't understand. She is acting like she's some kind of alien or genie that was looking specifically for me. And she is a super nerd. No, not a super nerd. She's a super duper super nerd. She's just too much. Listen, Kurt. Mallerie has learned something that has her doubting her sense of self. Don't take this the wrong way, but have you met Mallerie? That's sort of her thing. No, this is entirely different, and based on a misunderstanding, she will need our help to see the truth. Because Sophie ran her DNA? I'm not sure how either of us can help her with that. For obvious reasons, I have been forced to reevaluate my own personhood. Mallerie must do the same. And one of the reasons it matters to her is because of its implications for her relationship with you. Oh, I see. So there is a genetic connection. She has been avoiding you, correct? Sure seems like it. Text her and tell her I'm awake. She will come. Yeah, she's acting like she's a super genius. That's what it is. Yeah. Call Mallerie. Alright. Let's see if she'll answer this time. Hey, survived the hurricane. Everything okay? How's Amanda? Starting to get worried. Text me back. Captain told me you're okay. Guess I'll give you space. Text me. It's really important. Hey, I was just about to call you. Sure. Where are you now? Ooh. Well, that is not a lot of cover, but it's nothing I need to censor. At the beach and near the labs. Look, I'm really sorry about worrying you, Kurt. Amanda's treatment didn't go well, and I need some time to work through some other stuff. We can talk about it later. Amanda's awake and she's asking for you. Trust and love +1. Oh my god, why didn't you lead with that? I'm on my way. A few minutes pass before Mallerie rushes into the room breathlessly. Not breathlessly, breathlessly. Wow, that was fun. Mallerie shoots you a complicated look as she passes, and you notice her contacts are missing. Walking right past you, she rounds the partition to the patient area. Yeah, that is actually really true. You have been gone for 2 weeks. You have learned that you are the clone of the guy you like's mother. You have also learned, and a bit longer than that your dad was not your dad. You believe you killed your best friend, essentially. And you met someone who had the same kind of, what do you call it? Not disorder, not disease. That she had heterochromia as well. And she was just living life with it. Yeah. She is a completely different person today from who she was 2 weeks ago. Peanut! Are you a god? Mallerie instantly turns around and walks back wide-eyed at the way she came. Nope. Mal, wait. It's a thing she does. What? She's fine. Ish. I am right here, you know. Mallerie stares at you in disbelief. Hi, Mal. Amanda, you look like I have a catheter stuck up my cooch. Oh, the doctor is on her way. I know, I am very thirsty. Could I get some water, please? Kurt, would you mind? Sure. 1 water coming up. They must want some privacy. Let's pretend there wasn't a sink right behind them. You make yourself scarce for a respectable amount of time before returning with some ice water. Here's the thing. I would be so dumb that I would actually go for the faucets behind them. Here you go. Thank you, Kurt. He knows he was sent away so we could talk, and took his time. I like him. We can keep him, for now. Okay, so that's a super genius? Is she an evil genius too? We? You've been awake 5 minutes and you think you get a vote on who I'm seeing? My grasp of social convention is a dumpster tier. And it will take time for me to adapt. My path to normal means leaning on you and whoever we are dating. I'm sorry, I thought I heard you say the word we again. Mallerie shoots an annoyed stare at her friend while Amanda smirks at you playfully. Before the conversation can get any more awkward, Sophie makes a brusque entrance. Brusque? I'd like a moment with our patient, please. Exchanging glances with Mallerie, you step out of the office while the doctor examines Amanda. I think you look great without those lenses. Mallerie looks slightly self-conscious, but doesn't break eye contact. I just needed one more little push. I'm happy everyone gets to meet the real you now. My look might have changed a little, but my personality didn't. You sure about that? Feels like you've been ghosting me for the past few weeks. Well, in my defense, I've been pretty stressed about Amanda. Mallerie glances toward the patient area. I thought she was... Reassure her. Oh, that is not what I intended. Seeing she is on the verge of tears, you pull her into a hug. That is not what I intended. I thought we were going to reassure her with words again. We took a chance. Whatever the outcome, I think it was the right one. No, we specifically chose to think it was a bad choice. You feel Mallerie relax in your embrace and sigh. Alright, she wouldn't be Amanda anymore. We'll have plenty of time to think about that later. It looks like they're wrapping up. To your surprise, you can see Amanda on her feet while Sophie approaches the two of you. I would not believe it if I did not see it with my own eyes. Wait, you're surprised that the treatment worked? Don't be ridiculous. Still, she is the first of her kind, so the effect on her mind was unpredictable. What do you mean? She means she knew I could wake up batshit crazy. The gene therapy was successful, but her mind is still the product of a lifetime of autism. Her cognition seems very ordered, and she processes information very quickly. Perhaps by your standards, but the reliability of her memory make her dependent on others for some time, perhaps indefinitely. I have an adorable vagina! Yeah. She might conceivably unify quantum mechanics and general relativity in 1 minute, and quite innocently tell a woman that a pair of jeans makes her butt look fat the next. It is funny because she's fat. She is fat. She doesn't use contractions. Oh, well, at least that hasn't changed. What will she need from us? Patience, care, and caution. Even I must restrain myself from overwhelming her with questions. Ah, that feels much better. But I got pee on the autoclave. What the hell is an autoclave? There is no textbook for rehabilitating someone who has been freed from autism. Be careful with those words, because I do not think most people see autism as a disorder anymore. Thankfully, there is a textbook on freeing a catheter from my kitty on the console. The three of you turn to see Amanda beaming at you victoriously with her pants around her ankles. Peanut! you're going to point out that everyone can see my girl parts. For starters, the old you wouldn't have just dropped her pants in front of strangers. Amanda pulls up her pants with a mischievous smirk. Displaying what is on offer to a potential mate seems more efficient than traditional courtship. She turned into... What's his name? Big Bang Theory dude. Oh lord. She turned into fucking Data from Star Trek. Oh, we are going to get along famously. Come, Amanda. I want to run some more tests at the hospital with you. But we just... It will be time for that later. Kurt, why don't you help Mallerie move her belongings to the beach house? But... You two are long overdue for a talk. I won't hear another word about it. Lead the way, I guess? I've been staying at a hotel in town. Let's go. Hotel San Marino, Tunaloo Harbor. And yeah, in the next episode, I'm assuming, we are going to be told that you are a clone. That will be hella interesting. See who freaks out the most. Yeah, it's pretty late, so I'm kind of... My brain is everywhere right now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and an extra thank you to Joseph through your donations to my coffee. I've actually been able to... They really helped, honestly. Last month, I mentioned it on the community post that I was being screwed by the social worker thing. So yeah, your donations really did help there for a while. It did help me out quite a lot. So thanks for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, just because you're not the main character, it does not mean you're not important. Goodbye, everyone.